Spring greetings, everyone. I hope this video finds you well. Jonathan here from Dining Services. Today I want to show you 5 easy napkin folds that you can do at home to give that wow factor to your friends and family at your next holiday gathering. Let's get started, right? Today we're going to start with what we call a pillar fold, and we're using our standard linen napkin. And the way we're going to do this pillar fold is we're going to lay our napkin down with the seams facing up, and we're going to start with a fold where we're folding it in half to make a nice rectangle here. And then we're going to turn it this way, and we're going to fold it again so we have another nice quarter square. Now we're going to turn the napkin so the edges that are open are facing you. We're going to start by taking this first layer and putting it up this way. And then we're going to kind of fold this second one up just a little bit, and we want to make another layer there. Good, perfect. So here, what we want to do is have these lines all meeting up together. Now we're going to do the same process again, the same fold. We're folding the second layer in, and then up again, but about 1 inch lower. And finally, a last fold. We'll tuck this one in a little bit because there's some extra material, and then we'll fold this in again, and we have 3 nice and easy, almost like a cummerbund fold layers. Now, we'll flatten this out. Now the next step in this fold is we're going to turn this napkin upside down. Very good, that looks like that. And the final move here is that we're going to turn this in, and then we're going to take this piece, and we're going to open this up, and we're going to push this in here, and we're going to kind of tuck it around just like that, and we're going to open it up. Perfect. This is something you can set right on the plate or set above your plate setting. It's a really cool thing to do. Now, I do have some other folds for you. The next fold I want to show you is a rose fold. This is definitely a classic one, and you may have seen it before. Now for the rose fold, what we want to do is start with our napkin laying face up, of course, meaning that our seams are facing up. We never really want to see our seams in our finished product, so a lot of times we fold into our seams. Now, we're going to take this napkin and we're going to fold it into a triangle and just give it a nice line there. Now, for the rose fold, we're going to fold this up, but we don't need to press too hard on it, but we also don't want to roll it. We kind of just want to give it a gentle turn, another gentle turn, another one. And we want to leave some material on the end here. We want to leave a little bit of a triangle there, leaving out, because we're going to use that when the fold is done. Now it's the same thing here. We're going to roll from one side. Doesn't matter which side you start with. I'm right-handed, so I tend to start on the right side. And you don't need this to be too tight, but you definitely don't want it too loose either. Some napkin folds you really got to press and push those creases in and get a nice firm crease and setting for the napkin. But for this rosebud fold, you don't need to do it quite like that. You can be gentle with this one. Kind of like it's a flower, which it is. Now, at this point, we're going to take our end and we're going to tuck it in. I don't know if you can see that there. We're going to tuck this in here, like that, to get it to stay. And now we're left with this. Now we're almost done. Now what we want to do is take these 2 top pieces. We really want to kind of pull them. We want to pull them open just like that. And keep, like a lot of these napkin folds, you're going to need to kind of like adjust and tug and reset and hold in place as you go. Oh, this is nice. This is coming out real nice. So now that we got to this point, as you see, I flipped it over, and I have these kind of like rose petals kind of out on the side, and in the middle here we have this nice round rosebud looking area. Now one last thing you can kind of do once it's done is we'll kind of leave that middle section there and I just kind of like to get a little bit of, kind of like to pull them out a little bit. Kind of looks like it's not so wound up. And you know, your finished product looks really nice. It's very easy to do, and it's a nice little elegant fold that you can present to your guests. Of course, it looks great in a red napkin because it is a rose. Of course, we did that on purpose. Now, another cool napkin fold that you can do would be something that I think it's been called a crown, or maybe even a bishop's hat. I kind of don't remember. All the names tend to change a lot over time. So this next one I chose a yellow napkin. And I tried to have some fun with it using some spring colors. So for this fold, we're doing a nice little crown type thing. So we're going to start by folding it in half in a rectangle. Of course, again, with the seams closed down to each other. We never really want to see those. Now what we're going to do is take this corner and we're going to fold it in like this. And we're going to take this side and fold it in like this. And now we're going to take this whole napkin and we're going to flip it upside down. There we go. Just like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take the side that's facing you, and we're going to just take this and fold it up here so it goes along with this side of the napkin. Okay, so now we're in this position. Now the next thing we want to do is kind of unfold this a little bit. We're going to take this side here and open it up like that. And on this side, we're going to turn it in this way. Right about the place where the napkin has this angle and it meets right here, this is where you want your fold to be. Right there. Nice. Now, the next step is you take this and you fold it back over. So you have that nice straight line again that you've created. And then you flip it around. So this is what it should look like now when it's facing you. And we're going to kind of do a similar tuck that we did on that first fold where we did the tower. And we're going to put this side, I don't know if you caught that pretty well on camera, but it's like that. And then the next step, we're just going to stand it up. That's what it looks like on both sides, and we'll just kind of open it up a little bit so it will present well. And here, you can present this to your guests on a plate like that. You can even put something inside of it too if you like. Maybe a little favor that you might be offering your guest, or if it's during this upcoming Easter holiday, you might offer like a traditional hard-boiled egg or something like that. But there is a place, you don't have to use it, but there is a little spot there that you can offer a little extra. I almost cheated. I had a few folds done on this one. This one's pretty exciting, and it's definitely specific to our upcoming spring holiday. Here we're going to do an Easter bunny. So this is going to have ears, and it's going to look really cool. I'm starting once again with my napkin face up, meaning that the seams are facing up, and what we want to do is fold it in half again. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold this in half this way. Just like that. And now we're going to kind of like, you can fold it in half again if you want to like see where the middle is, but you really want to identify the middle. And then we're going to do a 45-degree angle, turn down like this. Just like that. And then we're going to fold the same way on this side. Just want to adjust this. Sometimes the napkins get a little bit warped after they've been washed so many times, and they don't turn out completely square. So I just kind of started over there. Got a nice rectangle there. We've just folded that over twice. Okay, so now we're going to find the middle. We're going to turn this down this way here, just like that. And on this side, we're going to do the same thing where we're turning it down. And we want to end up with something like this, where it's folded in and it's equal on this side. And we got a nice crease here. We're going to be folding this one quite a few more times, so we definitely want to put some pressure on these seams to get this one to work out nicely. Now, turn this over and have it pointing towards you. And then the next thing you want to do is take this point and flip it up like this. So you want to leave at least an inch of room here, and you definitely want to have some room above it too. These are pretty good proportions. The next step for this, you want to hold on to it nice and tight, turn it over so it's facing like this. So this is that underside with the point that we just had, and now we're working from here. Now this is the hard part. Although these are easy napkin folds, this could start to get difficult. We want to get this one folded here at about 45 degrees, and then we want to fold it in again. It's really not hard at all, is it? There we go. So I'm going to hold on to this and not let go of it while I continue the next fold. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to do a nice little 45-degree angle because we know we're going to fold that over again. Sorry if my hands are in the way there. I think you saw what I did there though. So now we have this formation here. Now we're almost done. We got one last thing to do before this is complete. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in like this. And now we're going to take, if you look at it from this side, we're going to take this little pocket here and we're going to fold one side, or actually it's going to be this pocket here. We're going to take one side and we're going to fold it right in. You want to use your thumb to really push it in there. And the finished product, this is, oops, he came out. It's okay. I've done this a bunch of times. They work out real nice. You want to have that just like that. This is the front of your bunny, and these are your ears. Isn't that cool? It's a little Easter bunny. It's something you can use too. I love that one. It's perfect for the holidays. I have one last napkin fold for you today, and I'm pretty excited about this one, to share this one with you. This one is called the snail. It's very elegant. You can use it for almost any occasion, and it's not something that I see out there on the internet too often. I've never seen a tutorial for this napkin fold, so I thought it would be exciting to share in this video, and I definitely saved it last for this reason, and it's also an easy skill level one. So you want to start again with your napkin facing up, so with your seams up, and you want to start with that triangle fold again, just like this. And you see how sometimes napkins aren't always going to be perfect. This is one you definitely want to do with a linen napkin. Some of these other ones you could actually do with paper napkins, but I prefer linen. So as you see, it's a little off, but that's just due to the nature of it being used and washed again. So, but now that we have a nice triangle where the edges are even, we're going to start this fold. So what we want to do is we want to take about an inch and turn it over like that. And when you do this fold, every time you turn it, you kind of want to do like a little hand iron. I don't know if that's the term for that or not, but I'm pressing the crease in with my hand, and this one should be a relaxing fold too. Oops, look at that. Well, I got a nice crease there. So now, what I do is I keep my thumbs down on the folded part. I put my middle finger under the napkin, and I kind of grab it like this, and I fold it back like that, and then we fold it over again like that. Nice. This is one you can adjust as you go. You want to keep the edges nice and straight. It's an easy one to remember too. You just fold and fold and fold. Here we go. Almost done. We got a little bit of material on the top here, this triangle. That's okay. We're still working on it. And we'll fold that one in like that. And now you should have this napkin that's straight and it's folded over again and again. And now this is where it gets kind of fun and interesting. You take about maybe 5 inches on one side And this one is going to be different than the rose fold that we did, because in this one you do kind of want to roll it tight. So I'm starting with a nice little roll here, and I'm going to roll it nice and tight. And you want to keep your other hand on it to keep it steady. And as you can see, it's going to want to move as you go. So you want to hold on to that and keep it as straight as you can. It's okay if it moves a little bit. You want to roll it all the way up. When you're done, you have this rolled napkin thing. Well, this is the fun part. The next step is we're going to open this up and we're going to reveal a really cool, elegant looking snail. But before I do, I'll give you one little tip for this fold. If you have some time to prepare the day before and you know you're having entertaining the next day, what you can do is put a rubber band around this and prep it the day before and hold it in place. And that way, when you're ready to open it the next day, you'll have all those creases pressed in and it'll be nice and firm. But I'm about to show you how you can do it right on the spot and you don't need that extra step. So, now, the next thing you want to do is you want to put your finger and thumb in the centers on both sides and take the other side, oops, sorry, take the other side like this, and then what you want to do is kind of slowly unravel it. And while you're still holding on to it, start kind of lifting up on it. You see how this is sort of starting to show a nice, very elegant looking, what we call a snail in the industry. Well, those are 5 easy and fun napkin folds that'll really add that extra pizzazz to your holiday party, family dinner, private function even. And they're fun to practice at home, especially during this time where we're all inside and learning new things and looking for new skills. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have fun doing these napkin folds. Please feel welcome to reach out to me, of course, and I'd be happy to show you some more if you're interested in this subject. And I wish you a happy and safe holiday. So from my home to yours, happy holiday, and looking forward to seeing you soon.